Dak Prescott knocked out of the playoffs yesterday through 2 picks, including 1 pick six. The game was over before it even started. I think Dak has ruined any chance at a contract extension. Now, I do understand there's a lot of dead cap and all this stuff, but, James, if you are Jerry Jones, how much longer can you be fooled by Dak Prescott?
Yeah.
I can't. I don't trust him.
I ain't fooled.
I will not believe in Dak Prescott again. That is not to say I won't vote for him for a regular season award, because that's based upon play. But how can I watch this man go 2-5 in the playoffs, be outplayed by numerous quarterbacks, and want to be tethered to him for longer? See, in locker rooms, unlike on television, in locker rooms, it is literally, I need to go outplay the person that plays the same position as me.
No question.
Sometimes we say, yeah, well, that defense isn't going against the other defense. Of course not. But what we say in locker rooms is, hey, if that linebacker forces 2 fumbles, I better force 3.
Yeah.
If that running back run for 200, I better run for 250. Sure. If that receiver goes for $150, I better go for $175. Dak Prescott got outplayed by Jordan Love.
Yes, he did.
Got outplayed by Brock Purdy.
Yes, he
got
did.
outplayed by Jimmy Garoppolo. Got outplayed in 2016 by Aaron Rodgers. When does Dak Prescott outplay quarterbacks? Congratulations. You outplayed Tom Brady when he was 44 in the last game of his life. I'm happy for you. I can't tether myself to a man who consistently gets outplayed in the playoffs by everybody he goes against.
Yeah.
So I think he's ruined his opportunity at a contract extension.
First off, before I answer that question, I think the main thing is where you're going, right? Because you're picking 20, you have a solid season, you're picking 20-something.
Yep.
So you tell Dak Prescott, or you don't re-sign Dak Prescott, where are you going?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't deliver in the playoffs, but you're in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like, he went in, so, I mean, do you go get a young dude and, you know, he gonna be better than Dak Prescott? I think that's what Jerry Jones has to ask himself. But for me, I absolutely would extend Dak. But when you talk highest paid, you gotta come back to my office another day. Because when you sit down, like, this is my price. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't deliver in the playoffs, and I know the quarterbacks is next man up, highest paid, but I can't sit here and give you more than Patty and Joe Burrow and who else up there? Josh Allen and Lamar. I can't do that. You know what I mean? So, like, if you coming in here asking for 60, then, yeah, I might have to figure out a different plan. Now, if you coming in here and you want to talk around, I don't know what the average is for quarterback. You want to talk around 40 or something, a year or something, and then we could bring some other players, like Shady's saying, we could bring some other players around you, not give you 60, and then now we can't really sign some other players. I'm not having that conversation. But I think Dak Prescott definitely deserves an extension by the way he played this season, being all-pro. But I don't know if he deserved that number. Now, if he won a couple playoff games, go in there and get your money, young fella. You should be the highest paid. But I think with this performance, the number that Dak Prescott is asking or should come down.
So this is my question, right? I'm gonna say no. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Because I didn't.
Can you say that again?
Don't make me use it, man. No. And I'm gonna say no unless it's at a great number. Because think about this for a second. We still gotta pay Michael Parsons. Who I think is probably better than Dak Prescott.
Of course.
We still got to pay CeeDee Lamb. Another dude that wants their money, Zach
Martin.
Zach Martin. You forgot that he held out.
He held out before the season.
He gonna want his money.
Correct.
All right, look. I came in the camp. I didn't want to come, but y'all said come. Bet.
Yep.
Now what?
Yeah.
Because my thing with Dak Prescott is, if you do make him the highest paid quarterback, you want highest paid quarterback results. Listen, I know what Patrick Mahomes is gonna do. When we write that check, I know what he's gonna do. Right? When I write this check for Joe Burrow, like, I know what he's going to do. Even Jalen Hurts, having an off year, I know what his potential is, what he can do. With Dak Prescott, we've never seen nothing like it. We haven't seen you win no playoff games. We haven't seen you be no dominant player like that in the offseason. I mean, in the postseason. We haven't seen it. So when you writing this check, what are we writing for? Because my thing is, like, what's for the future? Think about this. Like, why am I paying you? Because you had some flashy good numbers in the regular season? What is that? They'll be in the same position they are this year. I need a quarterback that's going to win me games. Now, one thing you said that I agree with, but also I know that playing this league, you can find a way to make it happen. When I say make it happen is you can find a quarterback. We talk about Tony Romo. He was phenomenal when he played. They found Dak. There's ways you can do this thing, right? And it might take you might take a year off to get where you want to get to because you might have a younger quarterback there. But my thing is, you know what you're getting with Dak. I feel like we know his ceiling.
Yeah.
And if you're a true Cowboys fan, not a hater, a true Cowboys fan, you know deep in your heart, you cannot win with number 4 as your quarterback. You can't win with him as your quarterback. You can win some games.
Of course.
You might beat the Eagles, the Commanders.
Championships.
You're going to beat them Giants. You do that every year.
Can't win championships.
You can't win playoff games.
Ooh, plural. That's true, though. That's true.
So all I'm saying is, if you want to
win championships, he
went
if you want to pay this guy, all I'm saying is, when you write that check, right? And you sign your name. You sit on them and them zeros.
Yeah.
Just know what you're getting for that. Because I'm the type of brother, when I sign that check, I need some results.
Facts.
I can't even fight for Dak today. It's on you, Joy.
I'm not going to.
I know you ain't gonna fight for him, but I'm just saying.
Don't pass it to me for that.
I ain't even got no punches to throw back. The better man lucked out there.
The money does make it tricky because he is expensive. But the thing about it is he's expensive because he's already been paid. This isn't his first big deal.
Correct.
So if this was his first big deal, if he was younger at a different point in his career, we'd be having a different conversation.
Yeah.
Because how could you even entertain not keeping a quarterback after an all-pro year?
That will be crazy.
When have you ever heard of that in your life? In your life. He was an all-pro this year, and we're unsure if we're going to stick with him next year?
They are.
For the right... No. I'm saying for the right number.
The fact that we're even having this conversation is crazy.
But we're talking extension, though. Because he got one more year.
Yeah, 1 more year, right.
So I'm not saying cut him.
No.
I'm just saying don't.
He has a no trade clause and no tax clause.
Let's not extend it
on the expiration of his deal.
But if you Jerry though, put your owner hat on, right? I know you got a nice hair
I can't be Jerry.
Now.
I got to be someone other than Jerry because Jerry.
Owner. You got to be the owner for the Cowboys.
Got to be the owner.
If I'm the owner for the Cowboys, I know exactly what Dak Prescott can give me, which is regular season success and probably disappointment in the postseason. Some level of disappointment.
If he comes to you, him as agent.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Taylor here?
Oh, they come.
She's in the back. You go in the back. And he's like,
yeah, and she's hot, so come in with the right attitude.
And you know he want an extension. It's an extension conversation. And he says, yeah, I think I want to be the highest paid. It's a different conversation if he's saying, I want to get paid, but let's work the numbers out.
I mean,
work the numbers out.
Somebody might pay you as the highest paid. It ain't going to be me, though, but somebody might.
Me either.
But here's the thing about the Cowboys. They haven't taken a first-round quarterback since Troy Aikman.
Correct.
They don't take high quarterbacks. So now part of that might be why they haven't had a whole lot of success in the past 28 years, but they don't draft quarterbacks high. So they can confidently say, cool, we might keep you. We might give you a little extension, not what you want, because we're going to draft somebody in the 3rd or 4th round that we're going to develop anyway. This is what we always do.
Yeah.
I feel like the problem with the Cowboys is, what are your expectations? At some point or another, we have to believe what you put out there. We wanted to believe in Zach this year. He was an all-pro. He was in the MVP conversation, played the best year of his career, and what happened? So at some point, you just have to know what the limitations are. These are the limitations. Like, we just saw it again, against a team that you were supposed to beat. You're 7.5-point favorites. At home, you won 15 in a row. You have the #1 offense. You're all-pro. What more can we do for you? What can you do for us? And so at this point, whether the money works or not, I don't see how you can confidently go into next year like Dak Prescott is the quarterback of our future, and we're competing for Super Bowl. So you can be the quarterback of the future, but we're not going to continue to put you in the Super Bowl conversation.
This is what I would do, because Joy's made a point. It's a really good point. Cowboys haven't drafted a first-round quarterback, but this is the deepest quarterback class since the turn of the century. We've all watched him. From the Caleb Williams, to the Drake Mays, to the Michael Penix, to the Jaden Daniels, to the J.J. McCarthy's.
Somebody sliding to you.
That's my point. I was thinking about that this morning. Either Penix gonna slide because of his injuries. Tore 2 ACLs, messed up a throwing shoulder, his non-throwing shoulder. Either McCarthy gonna slide because he just didn't look all that good. Somebody gonna slide. And whoever slides to you, that's the one. That's the one you take. You sit him for a year because Dak Prescott has one more year on his deal. Shady talked to you know where I'm going. And then you let that first-round pick take over afterwards. You're going to sell tickets. That's what Jerry wants to do because they're a first-round quarterback. Even if it's McCarthy, even if it's Penix, even if it's May, whichever one slides, you take that one and you move.
So really quick, so you never want to see what Trey Lance can do for trading with him, like trading for him? I'm just asking the question to the table.
Preseason. I watched him in preseason. I know what he can do.
So you don't even want to give him no chance to rap.
Can I mention this real quick? You know what? Yo, it might sound crazy and wild, but
say it, big dog.
What if they take the same approach that the Niners took, right? Because I think it was a matter of, okay, if we keep this quarterback, right, because he got a nice tag on him, number on him, we can't have these great players around him. But what if the Cowboys, you know what? We go on that route. We might get a younger quarterback, and we keep all them superstar players around me. Right? Not against a young quarterback and let them kind of win the game. Same thing they did with Brock Purdy. And then eventually, once you get to that 4 years, you got to pay him, you worry about that. Because if you don't do that, right, you're going to pay Dak all this money. You can't pay the other players, and they still get the same result.
Full circle, though, Shady, because full circle moment. You're going to need a head coach like Shanahan. Full circle. I think it's brilliant, but the dilemma is the quarterback still got to be better than Dak.
Why can't McCarthy develop a quarterback?
Hold up. Y'all not going to sit and now, listen, I watched Dak Prescott. You're not going to tell me that he's ever looked better than he ever did this year.
No doubt.
And why is that?
McCarthy.
I'm with you.
So why can't McCarthy do that with a young boy?
I mean, I played with Coach Mike. I seen Coach Mike get Matt Flynn played. All right. Matt Flynn came in there at the Green Bay Packers offense, and we had a lot of playmakers, but threw for 400 or something, 5, 6 touchdowns.
A couple times.
Went to Seattle, got paid. Never played a game because Russell Wilson, but went to Seattle. Cooper Rush came in the game he was winning, right? Obviously, Aaron Rodgers, 4-time MVP. I mean, they drafted Aaron Rodgers. Mike McCarthy developed Aaron Rodgers. However much credit you want to give Mike McCarthy for that, he was the coach with Aaron Rodgers since Aaron Rodgers stepped into.
No doubt.
And in this situation, he would have a bunch of playmakers around him.
Yes, he would.
This young
You
quarterback.
might could add some more, too.
I think
I'm just not
I think
ready
it's
to give up
wise.
on Dak.
I think that's
Because my thing is, real quick, with Dak Prescott, you already know what you're going to get out of this dude. I keep telling people that. You know what you're going to get in the postseason.
Yep.
And you got to give him some money. So I'm going to get average results in the postseason, but I got to give him this big
crazy
salary.
money.
Yeah.
And
So that's why for me, not to cut you off, but that's why for me, if I'm Dak, man, hey, listen, I know it ain't like popular to take hometown discounts, but give me this so we can build a really good team.
You see how you play.
But no, like, give me this so we can build a really good team around
I
you.
want a discount.
You don't want that.
They have
Exactly.
nine
I
All
want him
Pros?
gone. No discounts. He got to go.
No discounts.
He can't. No discounts.
How much better? Like, literally, how much better do you need?
discounts.
I mean, he just showed the
No
linebackers.
discounts.
They need him.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.